there is no spiritual world, there is no suffering, unlimited joy. So the joy is, so spiritual world, Antaranga Shakti is prominent. We are in the material world. All the souls who declared rebellion, they are sent here. And when we declared rebellion to Krishna, towards Krishna, immediately we are brought under the control of Mahamaya, 3 modes of material nature. Do you all remember 3 modes of material nature? Huh?
Sattva-guna, Rajoguna,
Tamaguna. Very nice. So when we want to enjoy independent of Krishna, so immediately Maya catches us. So this Maya has 3 robes. There are 3 gunas: Sattva, Rajoguna, Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamaguna. So that is called external energy. But spiritual world people don't have envy. So that's why they're under the influence of Yoga Maya. They're under the influence of
Yoga Maya.
Yoga Maya. So Yoga Maya it is also called Swarup Shakti. Swarup Shakti or Chit Shakti, it has 3 divisions. Can somebody read the screen? What are the 3 divisions of Swarup Shakti?
Sandhini, Samvit, Hladini.
Right. Thank you. So the central energy, it has 3 divisions: Sandhini, Samvita, Hladini. Sandhini energy, Krishna maintains himself eternally by possessing this energy, Sandhini. And Krishna is, what is that? His paraphernalia, his bed, his shoes, entire spiritual world is a manifestation of Sandhini. Balramji is the possessor of this energy. Samvit energy, it is called cognition, cognitive energy. Cognitive energy means, when Krishna, what is that? Because of this presence of energy, we know we are soul, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So cognition means recognition. I mean, you understand Krishna is a Supreme Lord and we are his part and parcel, Jiva. I am not his body, I am a spirit soul. So we get this knowledge because of whom? Samvit energy. Everyone is listening or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, everyone please mute. Yes. Everyone please mute. Then, someone has to please mute.
Yeah, I muted everyone, Prabhuji. Sorry.
Okay, great. Thank you. So, third one is Samvita is the cognition, energy of cognition. There, because of this energy, we understand Krishna as Supreme Lord. Everyone in the spiritual world knew and understand Krishna as Supreme Lord, and there is part and parcel. Are you clear on this?
Can you explain one more time, Prabhuji, please?
Because of Sandhini, Krishna maintains himself and Krishna remains eternal because of Sandhini potency. The entire spiritual world is eternal. All the souls are eternal. Krishna is eternal. Krishna maintains himself by Sandhini potency. Samvit potency means, you become aware, you acquire knowledge. Sandhini gives knowledge. Because of Sandhini potency, Sandhini Samvit potency, you know all the residents of Goloka Vrindavan, Krishna Loka, or all the residents of Vaikuntha, they know they are part and parcel of Krishna, or they are part and parcel of Narayan. And they recognize Krishna as the Supreme Lord and themselves as part and parcel. In fact, any service you want to do, you need the giving a class, speaking, then singing, then what else? Doing kirtan or doing management. What do you need? You need the grace of Samvit potency. Even dressing. Any devotional activity you need. What do you need? You need the grace of Samvit, because you need that skill. That skill is given by Samvit potency. You're understanding?
Prabhuji,
That's
can-
good.
Today's topic is Hladini Shakti, pleasure potency. Krishna does not enjoy outside. Krishna does not enjoy outside. Krishna has that pleasure potency. Krishna is called a reservoir of pleasure, Sadanandam. Why Krishna is reservoir of pleasure? Because he has a pleasure potency called Hladini. He has a pleasure potency called Hladini. That's why Krishna is self-satisfied. Krishna does not need to look for anything outside. Atma Ramascha Manayo Nirgranda Vyurukrame Kurvante Haitikam Bhakti Mittam Bhutagano Hari. So Krishna is self-satisfied. Krishna is very happy within because he is God. No, because he is a pleasure potency. Krishna is infinite. Pleasure potency is also infinite. You're listening? That Hladini potency is Radharani. Radharani is the Hladini potency. She gives pleasure to Krishna. Excuse me, I'm sorry. She gives pleasure to Krishna. She satisfies Krishna. Can somebody read these two lines?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Radharani has two duties. One gives pleasure to Krishna, two nourishes his devotees.
Hladini karaya Krishna Ananda Swadana. Hladini Radwara kare bhaktera poshana. So, this Hladini Shakti, this, okay. So, somebody, Madhurima Madhujama, do you want to say something? So, Hladini, the pleasure potency of Krishna, has two duties. Who is the Hladini Shakti? Radharani. And Hladini Karaya Krishna, Ananda Aswadana. Hladini Dwara Kare Bhaktera Poshana. Krishna Radharani, she satisfies Krishna 100%. Devi Krishna Mai Prokta Radhika Paradevata Sarvalakshmi Mai Sarva Kanti Sammohini Para. So Krishna Mai, she is Govinda Nandini Radha Govinda Mohini Govinda Sarvasva Sarva Kanta Siromani. Govinda Nandini, she makes Krishna happy. She makes Krishna happy. She satisfies Krishna. But you should know, you are not, Krishna is not like you and me. You're understanding? Krishna is infinite. So Krishna's desires are also infinite. But Radharani's love for Krishna is also infinite. That's why she can satisfy Krishna in all respects. What do you say? I mean, are you able to hear? Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji, yes.
So, she is Govinda Nandini. She satisfies Krishna. As I said, Krishna is not like you and me. He has unlimited desires. But Radharani's ability is also unlimited. She has ability to satisfy Krishna's every desire. That's why she is called Govinda Nandini. And Hladini Radwara Kare Bhaktera Poshana. Radharani is a mother. So, like, mother, what mothers do? Mothers, they take care of the spouses, husbands, and they also handle children. So we all have experience. Anything we want, what we'll do? We'll go to the mother. We don't go to the father, right? Mother will petition on our behalf. Mother will, whatever the desires we have, she will present it to the Krishna. So our mother will present it to the father. But she will use her force and get the things done for us. You understand?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Everyone should know, Krishna does not enjoy anything outside of Radharani. Krishna does not enjoy anything outside Radharani. Why Krishna enjoys Radharani? Because that is his pleasure potency. That is Krishna's internal Ahladini Shakti. That is internal Ahladini Shakti. So, now let us read little Radha Tattva. Krishna Kanta Gana Deki Trivida Prakara Eka Lakshmi Gana Pure Mahishi Gana Ara Rajangana Rupara Kanta Gane Sahara. Rajangana Rupa Ara Kanta Ganasara Sri Radhika Aite Kanta Ganera Vistara. So, as I said, Krishna does not enjoy anything outside. Krishna does not enjoy matter. What is our disease? We find pleasure in enjoying matter. Gulab Jamun, Rasgulla, it's matter. Our food every day is matter. I want name and fame. That is, I want name and fame. That is material desire. But Radharani has three. As Radharani expands, she has three types of consorts. All the Lakshmis, Eka Lakshmi Gana Pure Mahishi Ganara. So all the Lakshmis come from Radharani. and all the Pure Mahishi Ganara, all the queens are also expansions of Radharani. Vaibhav Prakash expansion of Radharani is one. Vaibhav Vilas expansion of Radharani is two. Third one is sorry, what did I say? All the Lakshmijis come from Radharani, all the queens are the emanations of Radharani, and all the gopis are the mirror images of Radharani. Lakshmi ji and Durga, they both come from Radharani. Tvam Amsa Lakshmi Durgadikacha. There is a book called Vedanta Shamantika. So this book maintains all the very, very deep secrets and esoteric truths of Vedic culture. So, one minute. So, Lakshmi Ji's come from Radharani, Durga comes from Radharani. The way Krishna is the origin of Vishnu Tattva, that way Radharani is the origin of Lakshmi Tattva. When Krishna becomes Vishnu, when Krishna becomes Vishnu, Radharani becomes Sita. Atayeva sarva pujya parama devata sarva palika sarva jagatera matha. So Radharani is the most worshipable feminine counterpart, and she is a crest jewel of all the devatas. And she is the mother of the universe and goddess of devotion. She is Sarvapuja. She is she is most worshipable. Darsani pisaila jadi yoshitale durlabam kunkumakta kanchanabja garvahari gauraba Pitananchitabja gandha kirti nindi saurabha Ballavesha sonu sarva vanchitarda sadhika Mayamatma pada padma dasya dasturadhika. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami wrote this. So Devatas, Radharani, she is the most worshipable and nobody can see her. And Devi Krishna Mayi Prokta Radhika Paradevata Sarva Lakshmi Mayi Sarva Kanti Sammohini Para Govinda Anandi Radha Govinda Mohini Govinda Sarvasva Sarva Kanta Shirokmani Krishna Vanja Purti Rupe Kore Aradhani Atayeva Radhika Nama Purani Vakani. So anyway, the point is what is that? She satisfies Krishna perfectly, and she enchants Krishna perfectly, and she is the be all and end all of Krishna. Govinda Sarvasva. For her, she doesn't have any other desire other than serving Krishna, But she is a crest jewel of Krishna's devotees. And you all should know, Radha Krishna Ekatma Duide Hadari Anyonya Vilasarasa Aswadana Kori. So, Radha Krishna Aiche Sada Ekai Swarupa Leela Rasa Swatite Dare Dui Rupa. So, Krishna is actually, Radha and Krishna, they're only one soul initially. But to have the loving exchange, Krishna becomes two. So Radha and Krishna, they are eternally separated and they are eternally united. How is that possible? if they are separate, if they are, what is it? Radha Krishna Radha Krishna Ekatma. There is only one soul, but two bodies. The Dehadari, Anyonya Vilasa Rasa Aswadana Kori. So they want to enjoy the mellow, to enjoy the rasa, you need one more person. To enjoy the rasa, you need one more person. So Krishna, as being a supreme personality of Godhead, what he does in Hare Krishna. So Radha Krishna, they are eternally united. When they are united, it is Lord Chaitanya. When they are separated, it is Radha and Krishna. Now I want to tell you. Just give me 1 minute. What do you see on the screen?
Yamunachi Vrindavan.
This is Vrindavan and is Yamuna. So Krishna comes in one day of Brahma, one kalpa. So Krishna comes in one day of Brahma. So Krishna told Radharani, I want to go to earth because it's a time to perform my Leela on earth. So do you want to please come? Radharani said, I cannot come without Yamuna. I cannot come without Govardhan. I cannot come without the 12 forests of Vrindavan. Krishna said that they're already left. So then what happened? So the whole Vrindavan manifested from spiritual world by the grace of Radharani. And how Radharani appeared in Golak Vrindavan. One day, Krishna was in Golak Vrindavan. Krishna was sitting on a throne in a Rasalila place, Rasamandala. So in the Rasamandala arena, Krishna was sitting. Suddenly, he developed a desire to enjoy Krishna was in the Rasamandala area, so he developed a strong desire to enjoy. When he developed the desire, immediately from his heart, from what is that? So then what happened when he developed desire to enjoy? Then immediately when the desire came in, his pleasure potency, she assumed a form of a young girl. And she started running towards Krishna to serve Krishna. Ra means Rasa Mandala. Dha means Dhavamana. Radharani is running towards Krishna only to serve him. Wow. Huh? Can everyone hear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Prabhuji, can you
So-
repeat what is Radha again? Ra means?
Yeah. Ra means Rasa Mandala. Dha means Dhavamana. Dhavamana means she, as soon as she manifested, as soon as she appeared, she started running towards Krishna to serve Krishna. That's why it's called Radha. She appeared in the Rasamandal area. of the spiritual world, and she ran towards Krishna with an intent to serve. Dha. That's why actually Radha name comes from Aradhana. She knows very well how to worship Krishna perfectly. You know? So Aradhana words, Radha comes from the word Aradhana. So Anaya Radhito Nunam Bhagavan Hari Ishvara Yenno Vihaya Govinda Pritoyam Anayadraha. So Radharani, she knows very well how to worship Krishna. She knows very well how to take care of Krishna. You understood now? Ra means Rasamandala, Dha means Dhamana. So that is how Radharani appeared. And as I said, all the three, this Braj Gopis and the queens of Dwarka and Lakshmis, they are all the expansions of Radharani. So, Lakshmi ji, the origin of spiritual energy in Vaikunthas, comes from Radharani, and material energy, Durga, when people declare rebellion, 1 minute. Just hold on, give me 1 minute. Material energy, Mahamaya means matter, dead matter. What is our problem? We are spirit soul, but we are trying to find happiness by enjoying dead matter. Any food you see, it's a dead matter. Anything you see around, it's a dead matter. Eventually, even humans, they are made up of this clay. The day our time is up in this body, then the body is consumed to ashes. So Radharani is the Ahladani Shakti, pleasure potency of Krishna. So the way Krishna is infinite, Radharani's love for Krishna is also infinite. When Krishna we saw the screen actually. When Krishna is the origin, when Krishna expands to create Vishnus, in entire Vishnu Tattva, Krishna is the origin. Likewise, when Krishna expands, Radharani also equally expands. So Krishna creates unlimited Narayans in the spiritual world. Keshava, Madhava, Narayana, Govind, Vishnu, Vasudhara, Trikrama. So they're all Krishna, Vishnu expansion, Vishnu Tattva of Krishna. So the way Krishna is the origin of Vishnu Tattva, that way Radharani is the origin of Shakti Tattva. So that when Krishna becomes Vishnu, Narayan, Radharani becomes Lakshmi. When Krishna becomes Rama, Radharani becomes
Sita.
Sita.
Yeah. So can you know why there is this? Okay. So when Krishna becomes Rama, Radharani becomes Sita. When Krishna becomes Vishnu, Radharani becomes Lakshmi. When the living entities, they declare rebellion, Krishna becomes Lord Shiva. Then Radharani becomes a Durga. So Radha Krishna Ek Atma Duyi Dehadari Anyonya Vilasa Rasa Aswadana Kori. I told this. So Radha and Krishna, they are actually one Atma, only one Atma. But for the sake of loving exchange, rasa, they become two. For the sake of exchanging rasa, for the sake of exchanging, deriving pleasure, they become two. Just give me 1 minute. So anyway, today this is Vrindavan, Varsana. You know, what do you see on the screen? How Radharani, because she is a mother, she, as I said before, you know, as a mother, she takes good care of us. You know, she takes care of our needs. You know, she ignores our faults and she maintains us. She also balances Krishna. I'll give you a tiny example. You want to hear the tiny examples?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, what is that? When we make an offering in the temple, we don't offer it to Krishna directly. Actually, I want everyone to please hear this. When we make an offering, we don't make an offering to Krishna directly. Why? Because Krishna is a Bhavagrahi Janardana. Krishna is what? Krishna accepts your mood with which you offer. Krishna does not accept the offering, but Krishna accepts the mood with which you offer. Not the bhava. Krishna accepts the bhava, the mood with which you offer. You know, not what you offer. Otherwise, people who throw money in Tirupati, they all would have gone back to Godhead by this time. But not just what you offer, but why you offer. So, for example, you know, like in our temples, you know, yesterday we made like 64 items, Chappan Bhog. So we take it on the altar and we offer it, right? And we offer it to Guru. Guru will give it to Prabhupada. Prabhupada will give it to his Guru. Finally, it goes to whom? It goes to Radharani. And Radharani, she knew what Krishna wants. So what is that she sees? And whoever made, they have so much envy in their heart, so much greed in their heart. I made it. I am the best cook. This food is filled with the statements only. Radharani knew Krishna will not eat it. Radharani knew Krishna will not take that type of food, which is very, it is polluted with the consciousness. So what she will do is she'll remove all the impurity and she'll sprinkle a little bhakti on that and she'll mix everything and she'll present to Krishna. Krishna says, wow, so much bhakti. Who made this? Radharani says, I didn't make it. Can you see in the distance? Can you see in the distance in the corner one lady is there? So she will remove all the impurity and she'll mix some bhakti and she'll offer it to Krishna. Krishna says, who made it? Amazing, so much bhakti. Radharani says, she'll show the devotee. That Mataji is the one who made it. Krishna says, really? All right. Then Radharani says, please give your blessings to her or him. They worked very hard. So likewise, Radharani ignores our defects. Radharani petitions on our behalf. Okay, you're understanding, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
This place is called, now I'll tell how Radharani gives grace to everyone. This is a very wonderful session now. I request to please everyone to please hear. This is called a Mayur Kuti or More Kuti. This is Varsana of Vrindavan. Vrindavan has 12 forests. What is this place called? Varsana. So in Varsana, there is a temple called Sriji Temple. This is Sriji Temple. You know? This is Radharani Temple. But if you go same area, You go a little further down. I mean, you have to climb. You have to climb few steps to reach the this temple. You know, anyone has been to this Varsana place?
Maybe Guruji, don't remember.
Okay, no problem. So this mandir is called Sriji temple, and if you go through this temple, this is Man Mandir, and this is between Man Mandir and the Sriji temple comes Morkuti. There's a beautiful story how this manifested. You want to hear? I'll tell you. So one Babaji, one Babaji came here, and probably it's not very old story. It's recent only. He came here and he started worshipping Radha and Krishna. He started worshipping Radharani, and he was a blind man. He was a blind man. So then one day, he attained perfection. Radharani came in his dream and said, so what she would do, she would see in his sadhana, Krishna and Radharani dancing as peacocks. You know? So he would, many times he thought, so what is that? So Radharani appeared in the dream, and this Babaji would see all the Leela of Krishna and Radharani dancing. And so one day Radharani told, I want you to paint this. Babaji said, Mother, I never painted in my life. On the top of it, I am blind also. I'm old also. And I don't know how to paint it. I don't know how to mix the colors. Very important in painting is colors. So Radharani said, don't worry. I'll tell you what to do. You just follow and do whatever I tell you to do. So this blind man, Radharani instructed him to go to the forest and pick up some colors, natural colors, and and what is that? Slowly, the black man started painting. Haribol. So, what is that? So he painted it finally. That's how Krishna reveals. That's how Radharani reveals. He painted it. He was a blind man. He never painted in his life. So Radharani, because of the hand of Radharani, because of the grace of Radharani, this person could paint it. So in this temple, can everyone see the screen? In this temple, there is no deity. There is no murti. Only a picture. And what is that picture? Krishna and Radharani as dancing peacocks and peahen. But I'm sorry. So in this temple, there is only picture as a deity. There is no murti, as I said, right? And there is one more story. One time, this is Varsana, as I said, when Babaji came here, he started doing his sadhana. Those who want to attain the perfection of Bhakti Yoga process, they take shelter of Radharani. This Babaji came and he was doing tapasya one day. What happened? One lion attacked him. What happened?
One lion attacked him.
Yes. This lion attacked him. The Babaji, what he did, human life is meant for self-realization. You're attacking me, you're such in a mode of ignorance. So, no, you should change. The Babaji preached to the lion. line changed. Krishna. The line changed. And so line became a brahmachari. Line became a vegetarian. And Babaji started teaching the line. So line understood, I need a guru. So I need a guru. And line accepted the Babaji as the guru. But guru will not eat, as a disciple will not eat until guru eats, right? So what he will do? Every day this line would take a bowl, begging bowl. So the Babaji would put a begging bowl around the neck of the lion, and lion would go door to door and scratch the door, knock the door. People would open the door. They see lion, Bapre, scared. No, but lion would humbly offer obeisances. I came for a bhiksha. Bhavati bhikshandi. And the Vrajavasis in Varsana, they would give some rotis. And lion would ceremoniously bring them to the, or bring it to the guru. Guru will take, Guru will eat some rotis and give it to lion, the rest of the rotis. Lion would eat them. And lion became a devotee of Radharani. Haribol. So, this is called Man Mandir. Man Mandir, one day, actually, no, Krishna is a flute player, right? But who is the Krishna's teacher in flute playing? Radharani. So what happened? What happened? So Radharani started teaching ragas to Krishna. Krishna purposefully started singing ragas in a wrong way, only to make Radharani stay with him for a longer time. So Radharani, Krishna is singing like this, and Krishna would do it in a wrong way. After some time, Radharani figured out, understood, Krishna is purposely doing only to make her stay with him. So Radharani became upset. She became angry. Mon Leela. So he became angry and she left. So Krishna, in order to pacify Radharani, Krishna assumed the form of a peacock and started dancing on opposite mountain. This is one mountain, and Radharani started watching this peacock dancing so nicely. So Krishna danced and danced and made, so that's, Krishna danced, and eventually Radharani got rid of her anger, and Radharani became a peahen. Radharani became a peahen, and she started dancing with Krishna. So that deity is there in Morkuti, and Radharani's anger is called Man Lila. That happens in one of the mountains of Varsana. This is a Sriji Mandir on the top of the hill. For all the devotees of Radharani, this is the most attractive destination. But today, I'll tell you some stories of how Radharani graced the devotees in the past. These are all very recent stories. I mean, of course, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj means definitely 100-year-old. 100-year-old story. But if you see, is actually one of the acharyas in our sampradaya. Is one of the acharyas of our sampradaya. So, you're ready to hear the story? Is actually Prabhupada's guru's guru. Is actually this, Bhakti Thakur Siksha Guru. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur is a grand guru of Srila Prabhupada. So should I tell the story of Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj? Very nice story.
Yes, Prabhuji.
One day, thank you.
Yes, Prabhu.
In 1830s, Vrindavan had a famine, drought. So when there were no rains for so many years, and for that reason there were no crops, so people were starving. When somebody, when the drought comes, what happens? The famine comes. Beggars will suffer, because whatever little you have, you'll save it for yourself, right? Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj was living that time. He was a great sadhaka. He would chant day and night, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, but you need the body also. You need to maintain your body also. So, whenever he would go for a madhukari, whenever he would go for begging, nobody would give anything. People are not giving anything to him because of the drought. Then he realized if he stays some more time in Raj, he will die. Because he was not getting food every day. He was not getting food every day. So then what happened? So he decided to leave Vrindavan. The mere thought of leaving Vrindavan brought tears in his eyes, because this is Radharani's place. Mother is the mother of the universe, goddess of devotion. How can I leave Radharani's place? But how can I stay in Raj? How can I stay in Vrindavan? There is no food at all. Food is not even, nobody is even giving any charity. Like 3, 4, 5, 6 days, once in a while, people give something. And he was maintaining like that with that. Then he realized he'll die if he does it. So what happened? Finally, he decided. So he packed. He did not have any possessions. So he so whatever 1, 2 dhotis extra, he packed it as a bundle and he started leaving Vrindavan, crying. Oh Krishna, I'm leaving, Bhakti Yogis Vrindavan is a destination actually. Such an amazing place it is actually. So anyway, what happened? As he was starting, he got himself ready, he stepped out, he told everything, Then what happened? Suddenly one young girl came. One young girl came and said, Baba, where are you going? Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj said, I'm leaving. Why? And I'm leaving Vraj. When will you come back? I don't know. Why are you leaving? What can I tell you, Lali? Oh, Lali, what can I tell you? So there is famine everywhere and there is no food. For days I don't get any food. To do sadhana, I need little food also, right? So otherwise, I may die. That's why I decided to leave Raj and go elsewhere. She said, Baba, I want to tell you, I came to you today to tell you that my mother has kept a plate for you. My mother kept a plate for you. Please, you can honor that. So you can honor the prasad. So my mom sent me to you to tell you that she kept a plate for you. At least you can eat now. You can postpone your journey tomorrow. So, but for today, my mother has kept a plate for you, plate of prasad. You come and eat. So he thought, all right, at least one day I can stay in Braj. Tomorrow I can leave the place. So he went to that girl's home and told the parents. Bhavati, what is that? 1 minute. So he went to that home, and he stood in front of their doorstep and said, Bhavati Bhikshan Dehi, Ma, please give some food. So Jagannath Das Babaji was a pure devotee of Radharani. And Radharani revealed her many times to him actually. So, he would do sadhana in Suryakunda. One day Radharani came and put her crown on the ground, and she was just listening to Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj chanting. That type of pure devotee Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. When today pilgrims go to Suryakunda, the locals, they show the Radharani's mukut prints, Anyway, so he went that day to that girl's home and asked for Madhukari. The father came and said, no, Baba, we don't have anything, please leave. Lekin Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj said, no, your daughter came in the morning and she said, my mom made a plate for you. So that's why I came to your home. So he called his wife. Did you make any plate for him? She said, no. I didn't make any plate for him. Then she told him, Baba, maybe, you have been to, you came to a wrong address. Look for some other address, I did not keep any plate. Jagannath Das Babaji said, no, today morning your daughter came, I know her very well. And the wife and husband started laughing. What is that? What is that they're doing? Wife and husband started? Laughing, exactly. I said, Jagannath, what happened? Oh, Baba, you are so innocent, you became old. Maybe you have, somebody's daughter, you are thinking our daughter. Our daughter was married 6-7 years ago. She went to her in-laws' home. So you're confused. Whoever called you, that's not our daughter. Somebody else's daughter. And then just slowly it started, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj started understanding what happened. Then his heirs were standing on end. Then he told her, no, I know very well that is your daughter only. Anyway, please go to the kitchen and see if there is any prasad for me. Haribol. So this lady went into her kitchen. She was surprised to find so many items. She exclaimed, I did not make all these things. And today, we didn't make many of them, When the lady came and brought that plate to Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, she said, Baba, you have a grace of Radharani. I did not keep this plate. I did not make these items home. Radharani came in the form of my daughter and to bless you. Please take this prasad and eat it. And also from now onwards, please come here every day until the drought is over. And you can eat here. Haribol. How many of you liked the story?
Yes, Prabhuji.
We like this, Prabhuji.
Amazing. So, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, when he stayed in Vrindavan, he lived 148 years. How many years he lived? 148 years lived. So Bhakti Thakur, somebody, Raghunathan Roy, I think, can you please mute? So when Bhakti Thakur invited him to confirm Lord Chaitanya's birthplace, so because of the old age, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj came, But because of the old age, his servant, Bihari, would carry him on his head. Bihari would carry him on his head. At the age of 140 plus years old, Jagannath Babu, just to see, someone has to lift his eyelids so that he can see. And someone has to carry him in the basket, because he became almost invalid. But when he came to Lord Chaitanya's birthplace, Jagannath Das Babu Maharaj jumped from the basket on the ground, started dancing. Amazing. So he started dancing. This is the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya. Please. Everyone was shocked because, he could not even walk that time. But when he saw the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya, he jumped on it and started dancing. This is an amazing story. Should I tell this story and end it, or we'll see this next week?
Tell us, Prabhuji.
You can continue, Prabhuji.
Oh, I'll continue for 5 minutes. This is Srinivasacharya. Srinivasacharya is the disciple of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Gopal Bhatta Goswami is one of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. Srinivasacharya is a disciple of Gopal Bhatta Goswami, and Srinivasacharya is a very exalted devotee. Maybe 400 years ago story. So one day, you all should know Hare Krishna mantra chanting. It constitutes a meditative process, a meditation. So slowly can enter deep samadhi by chanting the holy name. So Srinivasacharya was chanting in the mind, and slowly he entered into samadhi. He lost his. He was oblivious to the surroundings. He lost his consciousness. So then what happened? What is that? What happened? Everyone, they were coming and going, but Srinivasacharya didn't know. One day was over. His family members were very upset. But he died or what? We don't know. Then what happened? One day over, 2 days over, he was sitting in deep meditation. But what is the sign? He is in deep meditation or he is dead? Huh? So anyway, what happened? All the disciples came. Guru Maharaj is in deep meditation past couple of days. He's not coming out. No one knew what to do. But all the disciples felt one person can solve this dilemma, this problem. What is his name? Ramachandra Kaviraj. So they wanted to summon him. They want to call him. But it is India is not like today. India or 500 years ago. You need to walk 6 months to inform that person, and for that person to come again, it will take another 6 months. So what to do? They were thinking. Suddenly Ramchandra Kaviraj appeared. So they were very happy. They told Ramchandra Kaviraj, Guru Maharaj, was in deep samadhi. It's 3-4 days over now, but he is not coming out. We are looking for you and you came. Thank you. So Ramchandra Kaviraj said, don't worry, I'll find out. And he sat next to his Guru Maharaj, Srinivasacharya, started chanting, and he also entered into samadhi. He entered the samadhi state. Should I continue for another 3-4 minutes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
So,
Prabhuji.
so what happened? Then another day over, 2 days over, Srinivasacharya did not come back, and Ramchandra Kaviraj also didn't come back. Hare Krishna. The disciples don't know what to do. So they don't know what to do. Everyone started praying. Srinivasacharya family members start praying. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So they were trying to pray to Nrsimhadev for protection. So anyway, what is that? So many days over, neither guru nor disciple came out. What should we do now? But as they were thinking like that, in the spiritual world, Srinivasacharya assumed a spiritual form. What happened was, actually, this is what happened. This is what has happened. Srinivasacharya, he was chanting, that day, and he could connect, his pure devotees. So he went into deep samadhi. In the deep samadhi, as he was chanting Hare Krishna mantra, he entered Golok Vrindavan. He was serving Radha and Krishna in his own capacity. Suddenly, what happened? Suddenly, what happened? Srinivasacharya saw Radharani. Radharani came with all the Sakhis. So the Srinivasacharya may be Guru on the Artha Leela, but he was also maid servant of Radharani. Wow. So what is that? So that day Radharani went to take bath in a lake. Everyone spotted all the Sakhis. So what happened? Ramchandra Kaviraj, Srinivasacharya. So Radharani, that day they all went to the lake to take bath. So with all the Sakhis. And Srinivasacharya was participating in that Leela as a Sakhi. But suddenly, after Radharani bathing was over, Radharani told, hey, I lost my ankle bells, pile. Can you please find out? Everyone please search. So who is the dear Sakhi of Radharani? Lalita Sakhi. Lalita Sakhi told Vishaka Sakhi, hey, Radharani lost her ankle bells. Please find out. Then Lalita Sakhi told Rupa Goswami, Rupa Manjari, hey, let us all find out Radharani's, ankle bells fell down, so we should find out. So as we were all searching, suddenly Srinivasacharya came, joined. Srinivasacharya is a disciple of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Gopal Bhatta Goswami already left the world. So in his spiritual form, he was also searching for Radharani's jewelry, that pile. So then, so to assist Guru Maharaj, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, who was a Manjari that time in the Krishna Radha Leela. So in a spiritual form, Srinivasacharya was also searching for the pile. But they're not finding it out. Finally, Ramchandra Kaviraj came, and in his spiritual form, he joined as a Manjari. Then they three started searching, and still they were not able to find out. And after some time, what happened? So Ramchandra Kaviraj found out that ankle bell. When Ramchandra Kaviraj found out that ankle bell, he did not go and directly give it to Radharani. Whom did he give it to?
Guru.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
He gave it to the Guru, his Guru, Gopal Bhatt Goswami. I don't know Gopal Bhatt Goswami's Manjari form. And Gopal Bhatt Goswami gave it to Rupa Manjari, Rupa Sakhi, Rupa Manjari. And Rupa Manjari gave it to Lalita Sakhi. Lalita Sakhi finally gave it to Radharani. This is what is called observance of etiquette. This is what is called the observance of code and conduct, etiquette. So not that and I found it, will go and give it, and I'm the doer. I only found it, nobody could find it. No. Spiritual world means hierarchy, servant of servant, dasa and das. So when Ramchandra Kaviraj found the jewelry in his spiritual form, he gave it to Srinivasa Acharya, who was also in Manjari form, and he gave it to Rupa Manjari, Rupa Goswami, and Rupa Manjari gave it to one minute. Hold on for 1 minute. So once Radharani got the jewelry, Radharani was so happy, and she knew the whole story. Who found it out. Once Radharani, she got the jewelry, she was very happy and she left. When Radharani left here, after 7-8 days later, few days later, Srinivasa Acharya got up. When Srinivasa Acharya got up, everyone was happy. Haribol. That is a Srinivasa Acharya story. We'll continue Rupa Goswami story next week. If no question is there, we'll end it. I think we'll end it. It's late today.
Dandavati Pranam, Prabhu.
The only thing is, last time, what is that? This December 24th to 31st, we will, I'm coming to India, can go to Vrindavan. Those of you interested can join,
Dandavati Pranam.
Haribol. So those of you interested can join, and that's what I can tell. My best sense is all Srila Prabhupada. Dandavati. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nipada Namaskar, Sri Ram.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.